Have you ever wanted something so badly that you kept pushing for it, even though your heart whispered it was not right? That was me on 29th of February 2024, when a house deal I was chasing collapsed in front of me. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Light Beneath Layers, a journey of knowing thyself. I thought I was buying this property for my daughter, but deep inside, I was buying it because I did not trust leaving my money in the bank. I was restless, uncomfortable, and wanted something solid. I told myself, at least she will have a house. But the truth was clear. She is on her own timeline, and she will receive her house when the time is right for her, not when I try to force it. I viewed many homes, none felt right. And this one, this house we put an offer on, carried no spark of joy. My daughters and I could not feel excitement, enthusiasm, or happiness. Looking back, my higher self already knew it was never the house, it was a lesson in trust, a reminder that I must do my part, then surrender to God because He always provides better than I can imagine. Imagine if I had closed on this deal, I would have been stuck with a house that did not inspire me, but my guides stepped in and my instinct became louder. The first clue came at the inspection. The tenant refused to let us in. That was when I learned the tenant had not paid rent for months, and the landlord had already filed a case with the landlord and tenant board. That moment felt strange but important, and I added a special clause. If the tenant does not vacate before closing, we are free to walk away. Later, when the lawyer told me the seller could not close because the tenant had not moved out, I did not feel upset. I felt relieved. I even did a happy dance because by then it was clear this house was not aligned with my daughter's energy or mine. I said to myself, now get excited. Something better is on the way. The universe was speaking, guiding me towards inspiration instead of pushing me down the wrong path. In that moment, I felt something powerful. The universe has my back. I'm not alone. I dodged a bullet. Every person, every situation was positioned so that I would not fall into the wrong choice. My old pattern of I am alone began to dissolve. There are not random situations, these are confirmations, proof that God and my guides are always near. And when I look through my life, I see the same story again and again. I am a protected woman. I may stumble, but I am always guided back. This house deal became one more piece of evidence, another chapter reminding me of divine protection. If that deal had closed, it would have been a mess instead. I was spared. And right after, one of my very close friend offered me a place in his luxury house to stay while my trip to mountains in Pakistan. I accepted because it resonated with my energy. It was not about control anymore. It was about receiving. That shift is everything. I'm no longer pushing, I'm allowing. And when I allow, miracles begin to show up. Looking deeper, I can see how I had been pushing this for my daughter. even against her wishes. The market was slow, and I wanted to check off my list buy a property. At that time, I even thought that perhaps I could move into the house we were buying while she stayed in our family home. This property was away from Toronto, but my plan was that once she became more established in her career and ready to buy in the Toronto market, we could sell that house and purchase one closer to the city. But my daughters reminded me again and again, Mama, you cannot live far from us. And the truth is, I did not want to live far either. The real issue was never the house, it was my fear of money sitting in the bank, my mistrust of the system, my restlessness. I was acting from fear, not inspiration. And so God stepped in with the gift. The deal fell apart. The door closed. But behind that door was the greatest blessing, the reminder that I am not alone. Through this entire experience, I felt God saying, I am closer than you realize. Trust me, lean on me. I'm guiding you always. And that became my aha moment. What I thought was a loss was actually an embrace, a reminder that the divine walks with me. So if you are listening today, let me leave you with this. Sometimes what falls apart is exactly what saves you. Sometimes the delay is not a denial, it is a redirection. And sometimes the house you never buy, the job you never take, the relationship that never happens, those are the greatest protections of your life. Trust that. Because when you trust, you will see the hand of God turning you away from what would harm you and leading you to what will truly bless you. And that, my beautiful souls, is the rhythm of divine timing.